possessional capability. They've been very direct, very physical to start their domestic campaign. El Farolito, Santi Lopez, 16 times he's been the head of this team. Why not run it back one more? Quiroga comes in for captain Jonathan Mosquera. He got hurt in the 39th minute. That's a big loss at the center back position. And watch the right side. Edgar Creye, number 12. Beyond emotion, physical, and intent with his danger. Jonathan Perez loves those overlapping runs next to him.
Jonathan Mosquera is unavailable due to injury, the center back. So it is Quiroga in for him. And Eric Arias is available off the bench, the MVP of the 2024 NPSL Final. 2022 Open Cup runner-up against the Open Cup darling with glory on the mind against Old Glory Red. It's El Farolito of San Francisco. Scored the winner in that round one game last year against Timbers 2. He scored 4 of the 5 goals scored by the club in totality. Blasted upfield, came to Portillo. Head swiveling. Quiroga trying to get back. Lobbed across, header snapped in front, aimed at frame above the bar. First real chance for Sacramento belongs to Jamison, who was at Rafe with Neil Collins last year on loan from St. Mirren. Sent over the top.
On the opposite side, Perez, Jesus Martinez. They would love to get him going. He is certainly the aggressor. And the 1-2 punch of he and Soto is one you want to keep an eye on. There you go.
Little give and go down the side. And lashed into Mazzola. Scoreless in this third round fixture. New Mexico and El Paso are level. Tulsa and Phoenix in extra time are level. Colorado Springs Switchbacks are on cup set alert against one Knoxville of League One. They are level. Tickets to the round of 32 available tonight. That's when the 16 entrants from Major League Soccer are set to enter this year's Open Cup. Given away, and here comes Lopez. Lopez! Lizarralde handles that with ease. Big switch to Perez. Over 270 games in the Colombian first and second division. The 36-year-old lobs forward for Benson. Last touch by Ukebu. Creye. Spalding is innocent. Quiroga is not.
We talked about Roro Lopez and the link up that he's able to provide, but his pressing patterns just underneath. They've had trouble in this area. Great little touch to push himself back through, and ACL injury or not, 37 years old and climbing, but class is permanent. Really puts an earmark on this. About a half an hour in.
Mentioned to you as player of the tournament. That's not an award given by U.S. Soccer, but it is given by, I would call it, the Chronicle of Record. The Cup.us.
That's a fair way to phrase it.
If there's a game in this tournament or qualifying, that's the first place I look to find out what happened, how it happened, and who's involved.
Coverage, destination, time, storylines. Josh Hakala and co do such a great job of.
Header! Herrera scores! What an excellent ball forward, and Sebastian Herrera guides it home. The Republic have the lead.
Well, they have been successful here from dead balls. A ton of height at their disposal.
Header looping. This gets out for a corner. They've been working on this on the training ground. Perez. Lobbed into the area, swiped away by Mazzola. Benson was coming for it. There is support on the backside.
Starting to target that far left flank as well on a rotated piece. Secondary, off dead ball or not. He's actually got the timing a little bit wrong there, Jared Mazzola, but good recovery. Notice how he steps, then has to pause, recognizes the runner on the back post.
Zuluaga over Benson. Brought down, sliding free, Benson. The final touch. And Lopez, you can see the frustration. He'd like to get on with it here. And a yellow card to Perez.
Yellow card to Burrito. 84th minute. The 23, Jonathan Perez. Yellow card presented by the Office of Traffic Safety.
Joins JJ in the book. Driven in, header askew, up and over. Good ball by Lopez. It's JJ going for it. Dev, I really struggled to see what happened in all that madness here.
No, there's no chance this is allowed in the United Nations.
Herrera's like, you saw that, right?
Beautiful ball.
We saw it. Lopez tapped away.
Much cleaner through the midfield, Mike. I've gone through it a couple of times. We've seen Sebastian Herrera down in the pocket. Roro Lopez, the freedom to wander just underneath that front line. But Blake Willie and Justin Portillo have been very efficient in the way that they've gone about their business. They're not asked to do a lot right now, just sort of usher the game to each sector on the field. Quality in doing so.
Good hold up by Herrera to keep it for Sacramento. 1 win through 5 games in the league. Ball through. Jamison. Dipping, diving, firing. Lizarralde got a piece. Ball knocked back for Jamison. The offside flag is up. Halftime. Sacramento has the lead. It is Sebastian Herrera in the 29th minute of play. His 5th Open Cup goal. On to the second half we go tonight. Sun is set in Sacramento. Benitez introduces himself to the game pretty quickly. And a free kick for Gabriel Arias, the 26-year-old from Hayward here in California. I didn't see you eat any of that burrito at halftime, Devin.
That's the greatness of my digestional system. You blink and you miss it.
I haven't ingested sour cream in years. Arias the ball forward. It's finally happened. Burrito Brava actually started in part because Santi Lopez is a fellow Crystal Palace fan. Like the leader of that group, said they follow them everywhere. And that's been coast to coast over the last couple of years. MPSL final was against the great FC Motown. Become a regular in the US Open Cup over the years. Cicerone puts it wide. Swung in, Lizarralde sends it away, only as far as Portillo. Saw Jamie Arias came off. He was wearing the captain's armband. That's why it's slipped over to Denbor Benson in the second half. Well, for Benson here, slips all the way through. Lacing for goal, that's high from Soto. He's played in CONCACAF League, Copa Libertadores, Copa Sudamericana. Not a shrinking violet under the lights.
With the changes for Sacramento Republic has caused an influx of communication and unfortunately a lack of leadership. Absolute shambles on the ball back through here. Really poor organization. You know, they're gonna fluctuate into a more of a 3-4 pivot right now. It's one of the great things you had in terms of flexibility for the personnel that are on the field right now, but it's gonna take a couple of minutes to understand where the new threats are coming from El Farolito, and also the new players on the field, locking down exactly where the efforts need to be deployed.
Mazzola. A lot of space here for Lopez. Lopez slips outside. Could have taken one more touch. Instead, gliding in with a deflection that runs wide.
Russell Cicerone recognizing that underlap is going to come. Good hold-up play to not just get the back line to commit, but also open up the space for Lopez to come in from behind.
Lopez nearly plucked out of the air. Spalding coming for it. And this is going to be whistled. A foul against Arias.
I can tell you that the level of uncertainty would rise real quick.
Header down. Lizarralde dives, can't get there. Cicerone couldn't finish the job. He had an option on the other stick if he had seen it. Here's Jamison.
He's in, give it.
Lays it inside, ran away from Vonner. And the dagger eludes Sacramento again.
That's really good recovery defending by Andre Zuluaga, though. Again, just to impede that initial touch right in front of goal. Good vision on the ball back through by Cicerone to get it down into the channel. That first touch is everything by Jamison. It allows him to maintain the top end speed to continue to draw the space open. Get the ball through.
Soto back, Arias on the ball. Less than 15 minutes to play tonight in Sacramento. When the sun was out, they only sold this near grandstand in the supporters end to allow fans to buy tickets outside the glare of the sun. Ball blasted at frame, Mazzola is there. So a hearty crowd tonight here in Sacramento, even if they're not all in view. And for Burrito Brava and El Farolito, only the biggest fans made the trek down from San Francisco. They've been waving that flag all night. '14 champion in the championship. #1 seed in the Western Conference in 2016, 2023. Open Cup final in 2022. Advanced against 3 MLS teams in that 2022 run. Sacramento at home trying to get their first crack. MLS side in the round of 32. Benson trying to swing free. Farolito, they could be the shock of the round of 32. They just need to find a goal. Ball hit it, frame, Mazzola is over to deny Arias.
He certainly doesn't get a ton of opportunities, Jared Mazzola, but this is perfect technique. A hit with some real venom, about 22 yards out, and he frames this perfectly. There's no chance that he's going to spill this on the doorstep. From VCU to Quinnipiac, a John Harkes prodigy at Greenville Triumph. The majority of his professional appearances, all in fact, with Greenville in that 2023 season. Just a handful last year, but incredible in the isolated moment that he's called upon.
We saw Edwards go down. Brought down in the penalty area, scuffed inside. Maintaining toward the end line, dropped off, chipped across, header in front toward Benson. And caught by Mazzola. One of the best in the championship with his health. Here is Cicerone again. Rolls it back, Jamison. Timmer lost a touch.
Gotta go.
2 minutes remaining.
Now you gotta open it up a little bit. You gotta be a bit more direct now, speed. You wonder as to whether or not they might try and allow Zulaga to come up. He's very good in the air. They're gonna miss Jonathan Mosquera in his injury, and you still can't play with two balls. How has the referee not stopped this game?
Turned over. Jamison again. Leaves it open to interpretation. Referee said that got touched en route.
This is an absolute travesty that this is a corner right now for Sacramento Republic. The whistle should have been blown because two balls were on the field. It happened twice in about 10 seconds. Instead, you've allowed the home team to retain possession in this situation. A chance that should never have taken place.
Minute remaining. Winner through to the round of 32. The draw tomorrow on Morning Footy on Golazo Network. 9:15 Eastern. Reigning champion head coach Benny Olsen will join the show at 9:30 Eastern. And we find out what lies in store at this moment. It'd be for Sacramento. That's a card to Portillo. He's one of the only guys with a clean bill of health.
Yellow card issued in the 90th minute for Republic FC number 43, Justin Portillo.
9 cards for Sacramento tonight.
He pretty much had to, though. Too much space in behind. Good numbers up high for El Farolito. And just keep an eye again. Benson and Zuluaga on the bottom of the screen. They've got so much height at their disposal, especially Zuluaga. Right around 6'4", just over, in fact. A mismatch next to Russell Cicerone right now, who's just around 5'10".
Cicerone just got tossed. There they are. Lob forward. We've gone the 8 minutes. Cicerone trying to come back for it. That's it, it's full time. Sacramento advance. And El Farolito bid adieu to the 2025 Open Cup in the 3rd round.